Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm excited to be showing you a wear test and how it applies and just kind of everything about the new NYX Total Cover Drops foundation. Okay, so this is what it looks like. I've been so excited. I've been seeing it all over the place and I've seen a lot of like really mixed reviews on it, and so I'm really excited to just kind of see for myself if I like it, if it gives me the coverage that I want, if it lasts all day, kind of all the things like that. So I'll take you kind of throughout my day with me. I'll do some check-ins. You'll also see me apply it and see kind of how application goes, just kind of everything about this foundation. I will try and get your questions answered and we will see together if it's worth purchasing and worth checking out. So if you're interested in seeing more details, more information about this, then let's go ahead and jump in. Thanks. Okay, so here's what it looks like in the box. I'm hoping that this color is going to work. I feel like it's going to be too light. This is what they had in stock. So I don't know, we're gonna see. But another reason I actually wanted to get it was because I have a lot of really dark foundations, and sometimes I want something that I can mix into those dark foundations to make them a little bit lighter anyways. So on the back of the box, it says for a light coverage you do 2 drops, medium 3, full 4. Well, actually they all say plus, so like light 2 drops plus, medium 3 drops plus, full 4 drops plus. And then it also says to shake well before use. The claims, it says with just a few drops, our total control drop foundation delivers sheer to full coverage and a velvety matte finish. Adjust the number of drops you use until the desired level of coverage is achieved. More drops equals more coverage. So it looks like this. And it says to shake it, and it's like really liquidy. You can hear it. And I just want to be fair with it, and so I'm going to use a little bit of my primer. This is the Benefit Professional. Take about this much. And I like to just really kind of concentrate this in my T-zone areas. I don't get very oily like along my cheeks and stuff. It's more like around my nose and kind of in this under my eye area. And a little bit on my chin. I feel like if I were to go in with a sponge first off with this, it would just completely soak up the product, something that's going to be really liquidy. And so I think what I'm going to do, and I definitely think it's going to be too light. I don't know, we'll see. I'll see if I can make it work. I feel like you guys can see better on this side though. And I just feel like I already know I'm going to need more than 4. Oh, okay. See how liquidy it is? It's literally running down my face. So I'm grabbing the foundation brush. This is one by e.l.f. So I was definitely right. I'm thinking I need more. Because like, okay, that was like 1 drop. I don't feel like that covered one thing. And I put like 5 on this, just on this side, like on this cheek area, and it's like still not even quite, I mean, it's pretty good coverage, but definitely I like a little bit more. So I'm going to put on a little bit more. And I just really want to build it up. Okay, now we're getting into more full coverage territory. Color's really not too bad either. I'm like so used to my lighting at my house, my vanity lights, that it's like, it's hard to tell. I feel like I can't tell what I look like in other lights. It seems to be sitting on the skin really pretty. I like that. I always like the look of a sponge more, so I think after I build it up kind of to the coverage I want it, then I think I'll go in with a sponge. I'm curious though, like how quick I would run through this bottle. I'm just going to kind of dot it all over. And the thing that's cool about these type of products too is it's like they're meant to be able to mix even in with like your moisturizer. So you could kind of create your own like tinted moisturizer. You could mix them in with some sunscreen, or you know, if you just want a teeny bit of extra coverage, you're going to the beach or something like that, you can just kind of create a little bit of coverage. If you want extra full coverage, you can add this to like one of your already existing foundations. So I do really like the concept of it. I think that's really cool. I usually do my face first, so I'm like Whew, going around my eyebrows like makes me nervous. I don't know. What do you guys do first? Do you guys do your eyes first or your face first? I go back and forth. I guess I don't really go back and forth that much, but I used to do, always used to do my eyes first, but then I switched to doing my face first. The reason I like to do my face first is, because then like around my eyes and stuff like that, it gives like, there ends up being like a lot of layers on my eyes. So sometimes it's like you don't even really have to use an eyeshadow primer because you've already put on like concealer and powder and stuff like that. So that's one of the reasons that I really like to do my face first. But then also it's nice to be able to do your eyes first because then any like fallout, anything like that, you can just kind of clean up. I think I am gonna have to touch up my eyebrows because I definitely been touching them. See, brushes kind of leave like strokes. What's that the right word? I can't think. Stroke marks? Why does that not sound right? So I always like to just kind of run through after with a sponge and just make sure things are blended. The sponge will just give it a really airbrushed finish. And this color is really pretty close match, which sometimes I'm stupid and I like always get way darker than what I am, and I just like it because I like to feel a little bit tanner and stuff. I've got a lot of issues going on down here, so I'm just adding a little bit more to this area. And so it's like a lot of times I buy my foundation way too dark, but I just like kind of make it work with my concealer and stuff. I feel like this is like my first really true to my own skin color foundation I have. I guess I'll just embrace my paleness today. So I'll try and kind of get up close so you guys can see like what my skin texture looks like right now. It really looks pretty good though. And it's really matte, which is nice too. It's like already, it's like kind of drying down, so that's really cool too. Okay, for concealer today, I'm going to use my MAC Pro Longwear. This is in the color NC20, in case you're curious. I'm just going to put a little bit on that same concealer brush that I was just using. And I'll kind of show you how I finish some of the rest of my face just so that we can see how well the foundation plays with other products, I guess. So I'm just kind of highlighting my regular places right now. Going heavy under my eyes as per usual. I kind of just want to clean that up a little bit too. Concealer blended into it really nicely, so that looks good. Okay, to set my under eye concealer, I'm going to use my Kat Von D Shade Light palette. And usually I just take like a mix of the top 3 light colors. And I love this e.l.f. blush brush to set my under eyes. Obviously, I really like that center yellow color. Okay, to set the rest of the foundation, I'm going to use my MAC Pro Longwear powder. And I always, just before I set, sometimes I just go over with the sponge one more time in case it kind of settled in anywhere while I was working on other things. Although this powder is a little bit dark for me today. So I'm actually going to go in with the Coty Airspun Loose Face Powder instead. Okay, so I'm going to finish the rest of my makeup and I will be right back. Okay, so I just finished the rest of my makeup. I'm going to show you a quick close-up. I'm still really enjoying how it's looking. Right now it's just really made my skin look like smooth, and honestly I've got terrible skin anyways, and so my smooth might not be the same as your smooth. You guys are like probably woof, but I don't know. For my skin and my everything, it looks really good right now. It's really matte. It looks really kind of like airbrushed. It looks really nice. So anyways, I will do another check-in right now in some natural light, and then I'll check in again in a few hours. Okay, here is a quick little natural daylight check-in. So this is what it's looking like. I will come a little bit closer so you guys can see what it's looking like. So again, right now I'm really loving it. I think it's doing a fantastic job. I mean, I just barely put it on, so whatever. But it's like, first impression, it looks really great, and I'm excited to see how it's going to wear. If it's going to wear nice, this could really be a new favorite foundation. My only concern right now is I have to use a lot more than 4 drops, which I'm used to using like way more than maybe what's the recommended amount of foundation anyway. That's just me, like cake face, I'm fine with it, whatever, that's what I do. So I don't know, I'm curious though, like where is such a lightweight liquid consistency? If I'm using a lot more than what they say, am I gonna run through it a lot quicker? Or is it gonna be like all the rest of my foundations where I probably just run through them a lot quicker than most people anyway? So anyways, those are things I can update you guys in the future, but throughout the day I will keep you updated. Right now it is 2:12 in the afternoon, so I'll check back in a few hours. Okay, so it is about 4 o'clock right now, which I know it hasn't been like that long since I put it on, almost 2 hours, but it's like enough time that my skin has kind of had a chance to like warm up to it. It's been able to kind of just sink in and like mesh with my skin now. So it looks beautiful. I love this foundation right now. I'm so impressed. I'm loving it. It is like so airbrushed and it just makes your skin look so like soft and porcelain-like and doll-like. So I am such a big fan of it right now. Nothing but just really great things to say. So I'm about to go on a walk and I need to pick some things up from the store. I'm traveling right now. So just anyways, gonna kind of go walk around, see what's to see, and then I will check in a little while. Hey you guys, I'm here for probably my final check-in. It's a little bit past 8 o'clock right now. So it's been on for about 6 hours, just a little over 6 hours now. And it has done phenomenal. I love it. So I'll kind of show you an up close of what it looks like. I mean, honestly, it hardly looks worn at all. Like it looks fresh, brand new. I really am loving it. I love how it stayed just really like soft and kind of airbrushed matte looking. Kind of like that porcelain skin type of look. And I love that. It feels really nice. It's held on to other products really nicely. And earlier I walked, I think it was like 2 miles to the store and back, and anyway, just like I've been going about my day. I went on a walk, I've just been doing things, you know, and it's just honestly, it looks perfect still. So I am so impressed. It absolutely has a thumbs up from me. I think it's definitely worth checking out. I think you guys will love it. Sorry if this lighting is horrendous. I'm just in the hotel bathroom right now, but I just wanted to show you guys and kind of test out some foundation while I'm here. So anyways, I definitely think it's worth checking out. You guys ought to give it a try. I want to say it was $10 or $11. I got mine at Ulta, and all of the NYX stuff was buy one get one half off. So I got this and another foundation that I'll probably test out as well. So always wait for NYX to go on sale, because it is especially at Ulta, they always have sales, and now it's also at like Target, and I think it's at CVS, maybe CVS, possibly Walgreens. Anyway, you can find it places that they have sales. So wait for it to go on sale, but it's definitely worth checking out. I think you can get a lot of use out of it, and it definitely has my thumbs up. So anyways, hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in my next one. Bye.